As nearly every student aged 16 to 24 across the U.S. now has a mobile phone, they are immersing themselves in text messaging and social media day in and day out. The situation is that some teachers, parents, and even students themselves are expressing concerns that writing skills stand the risk of being sacrificed due to the informal nature of text messaging. Now, while text messaging may offer teens a quick way to send notes to friends and family, it could lead to declining language and grammar skills, according to researchers. Teens who frequently use language adaptations when they text perform poorly on grammar tests, said Drew Singel, a doctoral candidate in Media, Technology, and Society at Northwestern University. When teens write in abbreviations and want to type faster, they often use shortcuts to quickly and easily compose a text. For example, they may use a homophone, such as GR8, for the word great. Another example would be an omission that teens use while texting is spelling the word would W-U-D instead of W-O-U-L-D. Mr. Singel gave high school students in central Pennsylvania a grammar test and also asked them how often they send text messages. He said, quote, "Overall, there is evidence of a decline in grammar scores based on the number of adaptations in sent text messages." He said those who sent or received the most performed the worst on the tests. These adaptations could affect their offline language skills, he continued, that are important to language development and grammar skills.
Texting has become a serious discourage to the linguistic abilities to the English language. It has been found that young adults are unable to code switch between standard grammar to the second nature language that texting has created. Individuals from ages 16 to 24 are affected by this the most due to their experience with technology and their level of education. Putting a halt to this era's texting privileges seems a little out of the ordinary, especially in this day and age. So in order to manage this generation's alteration of semantics, we must enforce the true beauty of language in general as our primary means of communication. We come from a modern era where here and now is how the world goes round, and it is understandable that electronic messages are quick and efficient. However, losing sight of the proficiency of linguistics decreases education, which in turn causes a decline in a prosperous society.
But he says of the essays he expects to be rich with literary devices, 10% are red inked because of text speak.
I see it probably most prevalent is the absence of punctuation and capitalization. All of a sudden, there'll be spaces of just no punctuation, no capitalization, no commas.
And what's more, Mr. Scott found constant texting distracts students from developing their formal reading and writing skills.
My biggest concern is that they could be better writers than they are because they're not using those more formal writing skills enough.